Alright, just realised I'm gonna use music, but now we do. Welcome, hello. For day 49, we're almost at day 50. We are almost at day 50. Goodness gracious lordiloo. Since April we've been going. And until this time next year we shall continue. But anyway, as I do my introductions, I'm just gonna crack on because after I do my roll call, I'll tell you what. First off, we have lovely cups of tea. Ooh, and a cup of water. And another cup of water. There we are. I'm not accompanied, sadly, by any sustenance of any description other than a cup of tea and water. Because we've got some lovely crumb chicken coming. But it is the air fryer. So unfortunately that will arrive in approximately 20 minutes. Wow. Haruka, don't just like stop. It would be much appreciated. There we go. Now, anyway, why I am keen to just get cracking is, as we discovered last time, well at least I think and I hope that I'm not just being stupid, but it seems to be the case, is because we've now got the frame rate up to 60. I mean, this fight is not at all an exemplar of what I'm about to say, but it seemed like we were able to get, oh my goodness, Aruka, bloody hell, we were able to get through fights a lot faster than last time. And I chalk that down to just, I mean, at least from what I could see, maybe I was just blessed with good fortune and good luck, but from what I could tell, whatchamacallit, from what I could tell, oh my gracious, just the frame rate, we just seem to be getting through fights fast. It just felt that way, and I mean, it showed. We managed to get through like a good, what was it, like 90 fights practically? Then again, the AI today already has just decided, you know what, screw you, I'm just going to be difficult today. Oh, come on. Come on, his head at me. Come on, you know you want to try tradition. Come on. There we go. Anyway, do I have any updates for you? That's the question. Do I have I feel like I do. I cannot think of what they would be at this point in time. There we are. Okay, those fights could have gone so much better. Anyway, we're going to pick it up after the next one. Maybe I'm just unfocused. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just going to chalk it down to me being unfocused. What have we got? Second Tsuchikage. I feel like a lot happened this week. And again, it is only Thursday. I feel like that was the case. I suppose like little things, I guess. Oh yeah, so not this weekend, the following. The boy's mum and dad are coming down to visit for his birthday. The boy's birthday next week. And I'm so excited because I'm going to spoil mom. And I'm very excited. We're going to be going to some nice restaurants as well. It's always good. And what else? So there's that. Yeah, so they'll be coming down and we'll just be chilling, probably taking his dad to the Harley Davidson shop. And we're going to take his mom somewhere. But yeah, but that's going to be fun. So I've written, have I even got I do have it here. Even to the point I've written out a checklist of what we need to do before they come, because I get very house proud when people come. I've got a giant checklist, like big long check. Well, I say a long checklist. Well, there's about 20 items on there. All the things we need to do. So things like got deep clean the bathroom, deep clean the kitchen, empty out the fridge, empty out the cupboard. What else do we have to do? Clean the air fryer, tidy the bedroom, sort out clothes to be purged. I keep meaning to do like a big, we call like a clothes purge, where I just get all of the clothes that we haven't worn for the last ever, and eventually just put them in a bag and take them to the clothes bin in town. Clothes bin that is for charities. I am, where possible, I am not putting things in any kind of like rubbish landfill kind of thing. Just in case anyone was wondering. And what else? What else have we got? Tidy the living room, gotta hoover everywhere, gotta put out all the rubbish. Well, I say put out all the rubbish. Basically every week we got rubbish bins that go out. So you just need to make sure that they're out so we don't have excess rubbish around the place. Tidy and sort out the spare room where they'll be sleeping, because at the it's a bit of a state. It's still got all the stuff from in here when we moved it out of here when we were painting the rooms. It's still got all that, oh my goodness. And then we've got to tidy this room, tidy all the desks in this room. Next Wednesday, I've got a day off from work. I have the last Wednesday of every month off from work. Thanks to a fabulous arrangement that we're trialling in the office, which is, you know, they were trialling like rather than a 4-day week, a 9-day fortnight. Just from the nature of the kind of business that we have, we can't feasibly do 4-day weeks because we'll be letting clients down. So, you know, so we do that. But I said, well, rather than a 9-day fortnight, because the agreement is you still, it's not like some businesses where, again, the nature of our business, we can't work, you know, we can't do a 72-hour fortnight. It has to be an 80-hour fortnight. But also, if we're taking the day off on the Friday, the second Friday, you need to have still done your 80 hours before then. So it equates to like an hour, equates to about an hour extra a day, ish, just a little bit less. But yeah. Anyway, math. So I'm like, I don't want to work an hour extra every day. I only want to work like 20 minutes extra every day. Well, because I do a 19-day, 20-day sort of thing. So basically, which equates to I take the last Wednesday of every month off, assuming I work basically however many working day hours there'll be in that month, which for this month is, it's 176. So as long as I've done 176 hours, which I have, because we track everything, so we've got a time sheeting tool that we use, so I know exactly how many hours I've done in the month. So as long as I've done that, then I get my last Wednesday off, which is lovely. But anyway, there's a very, very long way of saying my job next Wednesday is to tidy the desks. Lovely. What else have I got? We've got to buy more forks and teaspoons, because for whatever reason, and I cannot work this out unless, I'm pretty sure the boy's fibbing, but I don't have the evidence to prove it, but I'm pretty sure he is. But anyway, beside the point. All of our forks and all of our teaspoons just seem to disappear. We've bought a couple of sets of extra, forks. And then we just get back to like 6. We do the dishes and there's 6 forks. We've scoured the house that like those are literally all the forks we have. So we need to buy more forks and more teaspoons, because the same thing happens to teaspoons. But then suddenly our knives have multiplied. But now I'm thinking, now that I say that, I actually probably need to double check, because the way that the drawer is, you need to like, you can't actually see like you can see the handles of everything, but you can't necessarily see like what it is, at least straight away as you pull it off, as you pull it out. So unless the forks have gone, there's actually a whole bunch of forks sitting where the knives are. That would explain why the knives feel like they're multiplied. Yeah, and it's the same with the big spoons. Yeah, there's definitely like seems to be more big spoons than we normally had. But anyway, so we need to buy some more of them. What else? What else do we need to buy? Oh, we need to buy a folding table and chairs because we will not be able to get a dining table. Well, with all the purchases that we need to make before Christmas, which is a barbecue. We don't have to, but the boys like that. We're buying a barbecue. Which means we can't afford a dining table. Spend all our spare cash on the barbecue. So for us to have somewhere to sit and eat, because we were not having our parents sitting on the couch, we've got to buy a folding table and chairs so they don't think we're too much of snobs. What else do we need? We need to clean the curtains, clean the windowsills. Have a reasonable amount of dishes done, so that's just a note that on Thursday night we just need to get all the dishes done, which is fine. And then, the other one, buy replacement microwave parts. Oh my goodness, I feel like such a nub, and I should have been more assertive, but I didn't. But anyway, what happened was we got a microwave. The boys' nan graciously and lovingly got us a microwave when she came down, which is like, girl, you're so generous. But anyway, so we use it for a few days or something, and then I think I chalk it up to it was most definitely because it was a new microwave that just had like when you opened it up, it just kind of had like that new appliance smell. But the boy thought that something was going on. So then he said, "Oh, what's this piece of cardboard that's on the side of it? Oh, it must be a part of it that comes with it, like all the wrapping and things. So we got to take it off." So he's like trying to rip this piece of cardboard out, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, it's not coming off very easily at all. Almost like there's like grooves in the microwave where this piece of cardboard sits. So then we pull it out and we're looking at it, it's shiny, and I'm just like, I don't think we should pull this out. Because in the process we crinkled it and what's the word, like bent it and creased it, that's what I'm looking for. So then I'm like, hold on 1 second. So thankfully we keep all of our manuals in a big bag, all our appliance manuals and warranty sheets and everything, like all of our appliances and everything, all the big stuff that we buy. Thank God we do, because I mean, oh my goodness, my friends, great idea comes in handy, because I whip out the microwave manual, flicking through it, looking at the parts, and lo and behold, there it is, a waveguide cover. So I'm like, that sounds important. So look in the the big do nots at the front of the manual. It's like, do not remove the waveguide cover. Do not operate the microwave must not be operated without the waveguide cover in place. I'm like, beans. So anyway, so Google it, and the waveguide cover is essentially the compartment of the microwave that generates the waves that are micro. This cover essentially covers that bit, stops it getting stops the waveguide compartment getting dirty from all the food that's in there. But it also stops the machine getting damaged, because if you don't have it there or it's damaged, then there'll be like, you can get sparking and basically set your microwave on fire. That's why they have this very big, strictly do not use if this cover is not in place kind of thing. So I'm like, great. We've now broken our microwave. Well, we haven't broken it as such, but we've removed a very crucial piece of it because the boys thought it was a piece of wrapping. Beans. Anyway, so all that being said and done, so I've been trying to look at replacement parts, and of course, this one model that we have, there's like all the spare part stores, it's like the one model that they don't have like on the, you know, the waveguide cover things, like the one model that they have that they're out of the thing is our one. So bloody course. So anyway, so I've got to try and source it from somewhere. I was gonna email the peeps in Auckland, like the support for this particular brand, tomorrow, and be like, yo, we need a spare waveguide cover for this model. Can you please, like, can you just tell us where to get it? Because I found like when I looked at, you know, spare parts dealers around our area, like it has a few of them, but when I look at them, like when I looked at one of them online, it looked like a TV repair store, and I'm like, this looks like a repair shop, not necessarily like a just give us the spare part kind of shop. So I'm like, I don't particularly, like, it's not something that we have to like rip the machine apart to reinstall. It's literally we just chuck a piece of cardboard in the grooves. But I don't want to suddenly now have to pay $100 to chuck a piece of for these people to, you know, bring in my microwave and they source the parts and then chuck in a piece of cardboard when I can do it myself if we just get the part. There, so I feel like they're all those sorts of stores, and I suppose there'll be incentive for, I don't know, incentive for them to shove us to one of those sorts of stores. But anyway, long story short, our microwave's broken and we've got to get a replacement part. And I'm struggling trying to find one. Like, I found ones online that look like it, but there's stuff from like eBay or just AliExpress or just some other random store. I don't want to get one of them just in case. Like, it's like, just in case the dimensions are like slightly off, I'd rather get one that's actually meant to be for our model. Oh, thank you for the follow, Rich Kid X. How are you today? Basically, so all of that stuff we've got to get. That's my big checklist to get everything done before next Friday. But also, as an addendum to that, I've also got the list of things we've got to get before Christmas, which is a barbecue. We've got to get a selections of delicious meats to a good dinner, alongside a whole bunch of ingredients, because we're probably going to have more dessert than we are going to actually have non-dessert foods. But we're going to have pavlova, ambrosia, and a cheesecake that I think my mum's bringing down, which will be fab. But then I'm thinking, well, we've got all of that dessert, so, you know, if we're going to eat all that dessert, we can't exactly fill ourselves up on everything else. So Christmas is basically just going to be 80% desserts, 20% everything else. But anyway, so we've got to get that. If we buy the folding table and chairs for next week, then I don't have to worry about that. But then I need a Christmas tablecloth. I need serving bowls for salad, because you have to have salad. It's like, salad's like one of those things that, I mean, you know that you need to have, like, you know you should have salad, but you kind of just like, you're like, I guess, like, I wouldn't do it by choice, but you just have to do salad, so I have to be normal and do that. Have some my salad. And then I've got to get red tinsel for the Christmas tree, because it's very silver and very white at the moment, and I need to put some colour in it. I need to get serving plates and serving trays for our delicious meals. Because it's the first time we're not even like, it's not necessarily like hosting Christmas as such, because, you know, there's going to be like two of my family now. But, like, having seen how all the rest of my family does Christmas, I'm like, I gotta at least put some measure of effort in, so it doesn't feel like, so, you know, so my mum and my sister aren't like, never going back down there again, that was shizzes. So, that's what I've got at this one, kind of going a bit too, probably going a bit too handy than what I need to. But better to go handy than not, because then I've got all these Christmas decorations and serving bowls and serving trays for other occasions. It's like one of those things then that I won't need to buy again, unless to replace. Yeah. I suppose that's the other thing, actually. So I've got my Christmas tree up already, and it's like November. Because on Sunday, what was I doing? On Sunday we were playing games, and then I was like, I feel restless, I want to like do something, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go make some biscuits. So the biscuits only take like 5-10 minutes to make. I'm like, well, I don't want to sit back down and start playing again, because by the time I was like, it's felt like, by the time I've sort of really got going, the biscuits will be ready, I've got to get back up again, so I've got to do something for that amount of time. So I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna just check whether the Christmas tree I've bought and the decorations I've also bought, whether it's enough or whether I'm gonna need more decorations. So I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna go put the Christmas tree up. So I put the tree up, got my big can of baubles, put them all over the tree, and I'm like, that looks good, that looks fine, that looks like a healthy amount. So did that, and then I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, now that it's up, I might as well keep it up, you know. I might as well. So, got the Christmas tree up. It's next to the fireplace. It's looking fab, but as I said, it's looking also very, whatchamacallit? It's looking very, I think I'll just have chicken if that's okay. It's okay. There, oh, can you put some, actually just put like a little of super slaw on the side. Yeah, thank you. The crumb chicken's ready. So, anyway, what was I saying about Christmas trees? Yeah, the Christmas tree's looking very white and very silver. I need some colour in there. Because I was, you know, because my family, like, traditionally I think because we've just had so much, you know, because they've accumulated so much Christmas decorations over the years. So much Christmas decorations over the years that it's kind of just like there's no, you know, how people love like colour coding stuff. So there's none of that at least I've been used to, but I'm thinking like, no, I'm totally going to be colour coding things. So, and I'm not a blue or red in terms of Christmas decoration. No, blue or green, sorry. Even though I know red and green and white are the Christmas colours, Christmas decorations in my household. Thank you. It looks delicious. It looks very delicious. We have, my boy makes absolutely delightful crumb chicken. Like, it's absolutely delish. So I'm very excited. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so like my ideal like colour schemes are like a lovely silver and golden with a dash of purple. Oh, I might even see if I can get purple tips on. Yeah, I need to get purple tints. I need to change that to purple tints. Anyway, so I want to like have all, like eventually when you come over to our house, like all the lights will be, or like everything will just be lovingly colour coded. It's not just going to be random dashes of colour everywhere. We're going to have no yellows, no oranges, gold, silver and purple. Generally. Anyway, even though my mum's gonna hate it, but that's alright. It's my home, it's my Christmas decorations. Yeah, because like it's like, and I suppose like the reason why I love Christmas. Oh, because where were we the other day? Even when we went somewhere, I'm like, oh my god, it's so sparkly. I don't remember where were we? There was somewhere that had like heaps of Christmas stuff. Oh, it was in the shopping centre. They had like their big Santa, come meet Santa display, and it was just so sparkly. I love it. And like, that's the thing I love about Christmas. It's just got everything I love. Like, it's so light, like it's light, and there's just sparkles everywhere, and everything's so glittery, and it's golds, and it's silvers, and it's reds, and it's just like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colours. And it's just, oh, I love it. It's like kind of like in games. If you want me to, like, what I love about games visually is like if a game has just like particle effects out the wazoo, I love it. I absolutely love it. I dig it so much. So Christmas is like particle effects, but in real life. It's lovely. But whatchamacallit. So yeah, and it's like also like the antithesis of what I despise in terms of the holiday seasons, which is Halloween. There's nothing, like absolutely nothing I like about Halloween, or just the general like things, the subject matter of the things that come with Halloween. despise them, every single one of them. Like everything. Oh my goodness, I feel myself wanting to go on a big Halloween rant again, but I'll keep it to just the colours. Cause even though purple's my favourite colour, yeah, and purple's often used in Halloween, it's accompanied by green and orange and black. And I'm sorry, like, that is such a ghastly colour palette. Halloween just has the worst colour palettes ever. It just looks so awful. So whereas Christmas is just lovely. Christmas is just great. I love Christmas. I just had the biggest head of parsley. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I love Christmas. Christmas is my life. And it's the kind of like it's the kind of thing where like I'll never, you know, I won't ever have this problem, but like if, you know, before I'd met the boy, if, you know, if I'd been attempting to get a boyfriend, and I'm like, so what's your favorite holiday? He's like, oh my god, Halloween is the best thing ever. Like, I absolutely love it. I go all out every single year celebrating Halloween. I'd be like, you're a great guy, but this isn't gonna work between us, like, honestly. So thankfully, thank Lordly, the boy, he doesn't hate Halloween, but he's ambivalent, completely ambivalent about it. But he also, at the same time, he also hates the kind of people that, like, Halloween's their personality. Like, I love Christmas, I love it completely, but it's not my personality at all. Like, it's not like I'm not something of a Christmas person, but when people are like the Halloween people, where it's just like, no. But anyway, enough of that. What's the problem with crumb chicken, isn't it? That's crumbs. Well, at least we got that. What else? What else is going on this week? I feel like there's more stuff. First got B and second music. What else happened? For iron tablets, I've got I get restless leg syndrome. Most likely just because I've got absolutely the most rubbish circulation in my legs. A doctor would probably cry if he saw where the blood flow in my legs was. But I get mad restless leg syndrome as a result. But also, a part of it too is, or a big cause of restless legs is iron deficiency. So I'm like, I'm gonna get some iron tablets because I know that I am not having near as much iron as I should. So I'll just at least, you know, tick that box off. And then if my restless legs goes away, then hey, at least I know it's not all circulation. But I don't anticipate it to go away anytime soon, because it's kind of just been something that I haven't, like, I've had it as early as I can remember having it, is like early teens. Probably even younger than that. So I've had it for as long as I can remember, but it's just definitely the last few months, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse, and it's extremely excruciating. Not in terms of pain, but just like imagine a real deep, like, you know when you need to click your back? Like imagine just your muscles are restless, but like restless like in a really deep, oh hello, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Hope you're doing fabulously. Yeah, but like just imagine the most excruciating muscle, like restless muscle. Like imagine it in your thigh, like really deep in your thigh. Your muscle is restless. But then also imagine when you're trying to like stretch it or twist your leg in a way to, you know, to relieve it as you would try and do your back. It just doesn't. Like nothing you can do will relieve this restless muscle, and you're just sitting there, just like wanting just to cut your leg off, just so you can get some relief. And it's just like imagine that in your calves, in your thighs. Sometimes I even get in my arms. Like I'll get it sort of like there, like around here, like inside where the it's like near the bone. Oh, it's just awful, absolutely awful. But anyway, so in an attempt to try and cut down possible causes, I'm now taking iron tablets, which I should probably have done anyway, but yeah. Oh dear. It has? Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, because I saw the thing a couple of weeks ago. Was it that like Storm Connections or something had been trademarked in Europe, but it was like rumours. Oh my god, if it's fishy. Yes. Yes. You are the bringer of great news. I'm so excited. Like, they say like one criticism that, you know, I want to say normies, because normies leverage at Storm games. It's like, oh, but isn't it just the same thing over and over? It's like, bruh, it's not. It's like to an outsider, yes, but it's really not. So I'm oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh, it's gonna be so amazing. Have they because it'll be like the Boruto, include the Boruto stuff as well. Like it won't just be a DLC, but like I wonder how what's the word, expensive it's gonna be. Like, because I know that a lot of people will I anticipate there being complaints if it's like the cast of characters. I think the cast of characters in here it's 108 at least in the base game. Purely in the base game, I'm not counting the DLC, but in the base game there's 108 characters. Imagine if there's like 150 characters. That'd be amazing. And all of the different variations of them. So like Hanabi, how they've only got the Boruto one. They include like the younger version. Oh, that'd be fabulous. Any character any variation of a character that's been in any of the Ultimate Ninja or Storm games. Oh, lovely. I've watched up until the like Naruto and Sasuke fighting oh my god, what's his name? Momoshiki and that. But I do know, like, have awareness, I guess, of all the stuff that happens after, like Boruto and the karma thing. Ooh. I just hope that it's just like it'll be like a celebration of just a celebration of all things Naruto. Oh, that'd be so good. Like all like the battle themes. Oh man, I just want them to like stuff it full of like everything, every possible thing that they could put in that game, every possible character, every possible like location, all like using all the battle themes. Like oh god, like I know it's the meme that like I think it was. I don't remember it being in Shippuden and Boruto, but definitely like in like the first version of, when I say first version, like Naruto, not Shippuden, like the bit where like something epic's about to happen or whatever, and like that electric guitar thing that everyone memes, like I want that to be in there. Like when let's say they include a mechanic in the fight where you kind of do like almost like a desperation move, like you just do like a super move to kind of pull yourself back from the brink of defeat, and then like it just does that, you know, as part of that. And then when someone does that, the theme changes. Yeah, that'd be cool. Just all those little details. And what would you like, what would your, just trying to think who my main is, because my main has probably been since Storm 2. It's actually been Minato as my main, I must say. I've just somehow, just something about it, I've just found it to be, I don't know, just something about his playstyle. Yeah. Curious as to what you think though. So like, I'm assuming, well, I would hope that they have some kind of like story mode or something. Would you like? Do you think it would be too much if they went like from complete end to end? So like very first episode of Naruto ever, right up to the last episode of Boruto. Like, and then you can do like story battles from everything. Yeah. Yeah, like yeah. Do you think that they would? Do you think that they would probably do something, like something that detailed, I guess. What have I got? My phone keeps. Oh, my power's better. I need to start paying my power bill. Right, who have we got now? Obito, Sage Mode, and Toby. That would actually be pretty cool. No, that would actually be sick, should I say, unlocking by on Naruto. Because I think, like, the thing that, like, I know some people think it's cheesy, but the thing I love about, Naruto's design is just how, like, the cloak, how it sort of, like, it's the fox tails as well as, like, I don't know, just something about it. I know some people think it's cheesy, but, yeah, it's just gonna be great. Oh, it's just gonna be fabulous. I'm so excited for that game. True. Oh my god, sorry, I've got crumbs in my throat. Goodness. Yeah, it'd be interesting, like, because it'd be cool to see if, I think, like, I feel like I know. Oh yes, I know the ones you mean. Sorry, I was trying to picture them for a second. I was just, for whatever reason, thinking of the androids from Dragon Ball. I'm like, hang on, no, that's not them. Yeah, no, I know the ones you mean. Actually, I wonder if the next Storm game is actually going to be more Boruto than it is Naruto. Because they actually, now that I think about it, haven't actually done a game that's just Boruto. It's always been a mix. Oh. Mm-hmm. That yeah, Koshin Koji, that's like, oh, he looks sick. I don't know. I'm like, if Jiraiya looked like that during the normal black. I love his design. I love his design. Except not sure. Most likely. Yeah, I'm actually, now that I think about it, I'll be interested to see like how they say scope it, but yeah, what they choose to include or not include. Like, is it going to be? Because I suppose you could say with every like Storm game, they've gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger in scope. Not necessarily in the story modes as such, but like in the scope of characters that they have. So I wonder if they're gonna just like include, like, are they gonna go even more, you know, in connections and still include all the Naruto characters that they have until now, as well as even more Boruto characters, or are they just gonna say like, right, story mode is just like, we're just doing Boruto at this point, like we're not gonna have, I don't know, Neji, for example. That's an example. Spoilers. Who was I just playing as? Young Kankuro. Yeah, all I know is my name will definitely not be arranged for a public kind of character. That's all I know. Oh, I just cannot deal. I mean, this fight is going remarkably well, considering what I'm playing as. Because I'll also be interested to see how they whatchamacallit, like whether they add, like how they adapt the combat system. Because they've also done like little bits here and there, they've changed little bits about the combat over each one. Either they've added a certain bit, or they just changed how things look, or like certain jutsus or like certain gauges are the same or not, but yeah. That's what I think they should be. That's what I think Storm Games are missing, and I suppose it's not necessarily, I mean, it's probably a way of doing it that doesn't just suddenly now make you OP. But like, one thing that the PS2 Naruto games did is like, when you went into like your awakening mode, it stayed there, like you were in that mode for the rest of the fight, regardless of how long that fight that took. So like if you were like Naruto's Four Tails mode, like that's it. You are now in Four Tails mode for the rest of the game. Or like the rest of that fight. So like, it'd be cool if they did a similar thing, that you didn't just have like an awakening mode that was only there for like things, but then also at the same time, you don't want it to be, oh, you just excuse me, you just go into your awakening mode Because I suppose you can do it. You could only do it in this one when you're half health. But like, I don't know, just make it like a little bit tougher. Excuse me. Make it a little bit tougher to go in. Or nerf them to some degree. Oh goodness. I feel like I've dropped carrot down. They probably will call it Storm Connections, I think. Because, I mean, they had, on the PS2, they, oh no, it wasn't PS2, it was 360, they had Old Ninja Storm Revolution? Yeah, it was like a big like, tournament, like you go to an island and there's just a big tournament, and that's literally just like, a story mode. Yeah, Revolution. Oh, actually no, yeah, good point. Unless they do like Naruto to Boruto? Oh yeah, actually. That's actually a good question. Yeah, because isn't Shinobi Striker technically Naruto to X Boruto or something? It'll be something like that. That's what I reckon anyway. Oh, maybe I've got Madara. Oh, that was a big. Oh, that was a big bit of onion. Was it and Naruto last? Yeah, like I'll enjoy playing as like all the adult versions, like adult Ino and Sai and Tenten. They just need to not make Tenten so bloody atrocious like she is in these games. Oh my lordy. I get cold sweats when I have to play as Tenten. Tamari on now. That's right, yeah. So then again, I suppose if they if she because if they do a story mode that's like following the Boruto story, then yeah, that would be the cross fight. What's that? What's my bubble? Like Hinata, oh not Hinata. Tintin's one of those characters that, like, no, sorry, not Tintin. Like the Hyuga style stuff, like Gentle Fist and like trigrams and all that sort of stuff. That is just so OP. Like I remember reading. I think there was an episode. I can't remember if it was no, it wasn't Shippuden. It was the bit like in tuning exams where Neji's sort of given his whole backstory. Like the Hyuga literally can insta-kill. Like they can full on insta-kill. And it's kind of like they realize, like Kishimoto probably realized, oh crap, that's actually too OP. I better just like forget that ever happened. Because there was a bit. I remember when they're talking about when Hinata's getting kidnapped as a kid. And there's like the bandit or something that's like running with her in his arms. And then old Hiyashi comes out and just goes like boom. Dead. Like dead. And like the Hyuga have that ability. They can just fully just like, as well as obviously like stopping all the chakra points, they can basically like screw your whole like, basically like stop your heart essentially. Or just like, they can do that. So it's just, the Hyuga just like, I would love to, like if I had to be in Naruto land, I want to be like a mix of an Uchiha and a Hyuga. You'd be OP in all hell. Yeah, like even like Himawari can like it's just like if you're a Hyuga, you've got like, you're just OP, just generally. Even if you just, you know, you're just starting to learn the gentle, because you're already just OP. It's crazy. But that's why, like, you know, when you think about the fight with that Neji had with Kidomaru, because Kidomaru was all basically ranged, you know, and he figured out Neji's blind spot as well. So yeah, no, it is like, if you're fighting a Hyuga, you just gotta keep away. Although, obviously they'll have trained to find ways to close the distance. Anyway, gonna update my list, because we're down to 7,800. Dang. Okay, we'll go now. Ino and Konohamaru. Yeah. Yeah, which I think, like I understand that, like back in the day, Naruto's whole thing was that he was just, you know, he just had determination and perseverance, and he just did stuff like, you know, going underground, but I still think Neji should not have lost that fight. Like, actually, he should not have lost that fight, but yeah. But I've always like, because I've always been curious, you know, I always like to think about, you know, what were these things were actually like in real life. What would you like feel, what would you see? Because like, I always think, you know, being able to see in 360 degrees, well, sorry, 359 degrees, like what would that actually like look like to you? Like, would you just be aware of everything, or would you just suddenly, would the way that you see the world kind of like a big like warped weird bubble, like it's like, I don't know, it's just, And the same with the Sharingan, because they sort of do a little bit with how the Sharingan works, like where they show what like Sasuke's seeing, and he can kind of like see that, like, he can see almost like the, not like the opposite of the after image, like the before image of where they're about to go before they're doing. Excuse me. Yeah, like just like other Hyuga, can I literally see you when you're over back there? Like, can I actually see, or do I have to like, or would I have to be concentrating in that direction? But then that defeats the, you know, is that the case? Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Maybe they've explained it. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I have to ask everyone this. I have to ask every Naruto/Boruto fan this. Because I would assume you'd be aware of, you know, well no, you are aware of Naruto, like Naruto, not necessarily Boruto characters. This guy here, Kabuto, I need your opinion, yay or nay, essentially. I won't tell you what the right answer is, but I just like to get a gauge of what people think. Yeah, I'm just curious. So is that like if yeah, because I know that the whatchamacallit, like the Sharingan, they explain it that you're not that you're literally like seeing forward in time, it's just you're able, because it's basically your power of perception, or like the things that you're picking up on is drastically increased. So like you're seeing the tiny movements that your muscles make. Like the Sharingan sees, like they can see the muscle twitch that signals that you're about to go in a different direction, or that you're about to do this. And that's how they're able to tell where you're about to go before you do it. It's because they're not seeing ahead of time, but you were able to just read the most minuscule visual clues, or visual cues, should I say, that yeah, visual cues of what someone's about to do. Yeah. You better Naruto vs. Boruto. Good question. Good question indeed. I don't tend to like kid characters, so I would purely say Naruto on that front. I kind of like them both equally, in a sense, like both for different reasons, but like equally. But if I had to pick one, I would tend to pick Naruto. You just got a slight edge over Boruto, not purely in like just fighting ability, but like, I don't know, there's a thing about kid characters. Like I hardly ever, if ever, like kids, or like the kind of character portrayals that kids have. Who'd win now? Probably Boruto. Yeah, no, I think Boruto would definitely win now. Can he absorb it? Possibly? Because it is just chakra, I guess. Because can the karma absorb chakra? Because if it can, like the rotation is just pure chakra energy that they just expelling from all chakra points in their body, and then they spin around really fast just to make it go whoosh. There's a really bad explanation of the rotation, but I'm pretty sure that's the... Because, yeah, there were good old like fights that they would have where, as the fight's going, all the bystanders are like explaining in excruciating detail of what each person's doing and how it scientifically works. I'd say they're probably... I'll say probably... yes, but like to a point. Because I suppose her ones are... like she also has the physical power behind it as well. I suppose that she can still like punch him so he goes flying into a rock, but I don't think... so he could absorb any kind of like chakra elements to it, I guess. If that makes sense. Don't even know what that was. Ooh. I ate something. Oh, I know what they'll be. It's because I haven't cleaned the air fryer out properly. Some dinner from ages ago. Why would Aida not be in connections? Is it like too late down the track? Oh. No, I don't. Oh, don't think she is yet. Actually, yeah. Natty said I don't think she is yet. No. In that case, she wouldn't be. Yeah, and they wouldn't put her in if she was only still in the manga. Oh no, that wasn't me. I completely forgot I was playing this just now. It'll probably be like, I'd imagine, like they would have, you know, they'll do a DLC later on, and they'll have all those other, you know, they'll have, you know, the next Boruto arc will be a DLC, and then they'll include all of that in it. I'd imagine. I would be surprised if they didn't. Okay, it's now Hanzo and Young Ino. Excuse me. Yeah, because they wouldn't do a because whatchamacallit, if Ultimate 5 on the PS2 was anything to go by, they won't make the mistake of going up to the manga, or going as far as the manga goes before the anime's caught up. Because otherwise they legally wouldn't be able to put English voice acting in, and that would, I'm sure that would go down a treat nowadays. Yeah, no, I'd say my mains would probably be, depending on how far, on how far back they go or who they actually include. If they've got Minato's going to be my main, and if they've got well, no, because I'm guaranteed they'll have Sasuke, in which case it'll probably be Sasuke. Oh, come on. Because I suppose when it comes to me in fighting games, I will always start with my favorite characters from whatever thing it is, whether it's like Tekken or Naruto or what have you. But then I'll always end up, once I realize that character just has a playstyle that does not work in terms of how I like them, how I could play them, that's when I'll find the character that I actually like playing as they'll always be different to my actual favorite character from whatever property it is. Yeah, so I'll say that I'll want to play as Sasuke and hope that he's got a playstyle that suits me, but if they've got Minato, it'll always end up being Minato. Because I think in Tekken, when I played Tekken 5 on PS2, I wanted so badly for Jin or Lee to be for do well with them. But I could never, what should we call it? But I just never, I think of it being, what's her name? Was it Christy Montero? It was the girl, the lady Eddie Gordo. Pretty sure it was. Pretty sure that was her name. Oh, hello. Welcome. How are you doing? Who was I just playing as? Young Naruto, was it? He's one of those characters that grows on me. Like one of the ones that you're just like, meh. But then I'm just like, over time you're like, he's cool. I think after he got it, well, even though he got over his angsty stage pretty early on, but yeah. Yeah, no, it's funny when it comes like the Hokage, because I'd imagine, it's always funny to think that probably your biggest job as a Hokage is just the amount of paperwork you have to go through. Just imagine just 90% of your day is just stamping papers and reading reports. Every now and then you'll have to come out to defend your village from certain destruction, but and you'll probably be like, oh thank God. Oh thank God. I always can never quite, because I know that each some characters, their ultimates can be so finicky to get off, the slightest little bump and they'll just stop. Oh, she's wearing it's one of those because you can buy in the in free mode, you can buy different costumes for them all. So they've got some fabulous ones for Naruto. They've got his warrior one, him wearing Sasuke's outfit. You've got a matador, a gondolier, a cowboy, a pirate. They've just gone completely off the rails with how many outfits they've got. And I think even Sasuke doesn't even have that many. Oh no, he's got a couple. Yeah. Who's now? Kakashi. I don't believe I might actually have had that one. Next time, I'll just double check. I'll just check my list to see if Sakura will pop up again by the end of today. So I think, unless it's the one her at-home costume from Boruto, then I think so. Pretty sure I do. Come on. have I got? Oh, probably won't be playing Sakura again until... I'm trying to see when she next comes up on my list. I won't be till ages away until I think it's 7,733 will be the next time. I'm after this one, which I'll update the list after this one. I'll be down to 7,784 after this one. Excuse me, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I've been like completely off topic. I've been what should we call it? I've been like all of the people ever since that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out, all of the bugs and the glitches that people are finding in it, like to the point that now Nintendo is offering refunds for it because it's so buggy and glitchy. And I'm just like, on one hand, I feel so bad, like so bad for Game Freak, but like it's one of those things where people like don't even seem to mind. Like it's one of those things like, oh my god, here's the glitch I found today, but they're not like, this game is rubbish, how dare you have released it in this state, you're a piece of bleep, 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 F word, S word, curse word, insert 7,000 things here. Everyone's like, yo, did you find this glitch? And they're like, no, I found this one. It's weird, it's odd. But no, but it's like, because I haven't got it yet. I put it down as like it's not a day one, it's like a month one kind of purchase for me at this stage. Just because I haven't got paid yet. Well, I'll get paid tomorrow, which I'm very, very excited for payday. Because we also at work, you know, when you have to file expense claims, it's great because I've got like $1,000 of expense claims that I'll get paid out too. But anyway, yeah, so there will be a game spending spree because I've also got Crisis Core coming out on December the 13th, which I need to get. Probably won't be a day one, it'll be a week one purchase. Almost definitely gonna pre-order it. Like that's a day one. That's a day one thing. I'll be here streaming it day one. Let's go. You know, it'll be a yeah. Because actually I've got like a list. Like I've got this big folder of all the games coming out. Oh, excuse me. Not all the games coming out, but the games I'm wanting to get coming out. And I write down all the release dates. Guy and Naruto. Next I've got all the games, where is it? Games wishlist budget number 8. Yeah, I've got a lovely big giant piece of paper of all the games that are coming out, how much they are, where I'm going to buy them from, their release date, and then whether it's like a day one, week one, month one, just buy when I feel like it, kind of, or like when I've got nothing else kind of thing. So Storm Connections is going on that list, most definitely, yeah. Oh nice, I think Stormfall should run actually pretty well on the Switch. I haven't heard anyone say that it's like it's laggy or it's not a good port, so it should actually be quite good. I keep forgetting who I'm playing against. as soon as the fight ends. True. True that, actually. Because I think it was... Oh no, that's right, no, because I was playing the... Because I got the... On Switch I got the... like the bundle pack of the... 1, 2 and 3. Of Storm 1, 2 and 3, should I say. And they seem to go pretty okay, but then again, Storm 4's a different game, so yeah, it could be different. There we are, lovely. But I'll also be curious to know actually what console Storm Connections is actually going to come out on. Whether it's actually going to be cross-platform or... Who am I facing against this one? Facing against B. So I'll be a Gondolia against B actually. Water themed and I got an octopus, so that's my logic behind that one. Yeah, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what console connections comes out on, whether it'll be a PS4 and a PS5 or just a PS5. Because at some point they're gonna have to stop doing cross-platform games, or they will do cross-platform games. Oh yeah, he actually does. Yeah. The straw hat makes it. Oh my god, that's a crossover we need. And rather than Luffy and the gang coming over to the Naruto land, they should have like Naruto and Sakura and Sasuke have like, and Kakashi, they're like on their own ship, and they I don't know. And that's how they make Luffy and the gang. Realised because we both have our substitution down, so it's basically whoever gets their combo off first. Yeah, nope. True, actually, that is canon, actually, did they say it? Ish. Yeah. Okay. Now, before I carry on, because I'm gonna keep forgetting otherwise. That's 7,780. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Alright, what do we got next? Obito. And... Obito, Masked Man. you ever want a pro tip, hashtag pro tip is if you're ever running out of, basically if you've got substitutions, always keep your chakra gauge and high up enough that every time they use a substitute you can just chakra dash in instantly. That's so always keep your chakra gauge at least at the ultimate jutsu, even a little bit lower. Just as long as you can do chakra dashes, then you should be okay. I've noticed that that's the strategy that the AI will use all of the time. Is as soon as you literally split second you even think about using a substitution, they're already getting ready to chakra dash in as soon as you do it. Like the AI doesn't use it all the time, but I've noticed that it uses it quite a lot. So you can often pick up good strategies from the AI actually, or just notice how they're doing certain things. Come on, here we are. Lovely, lovely. What have we got now? Konohamaru and Iruka. These guys will have custom finishing animations, I'm sure of it. I'm sure they will. There we are, lovely. Yeah, I was gonna say they put even though they've been trying to make Konohamaru kind of almost like a oh my gosh, I've never seen that one before. So I'd imagine Uruka would have something the same. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Yeah, even though they've been trying to make Konohamaru kind of like a, not necessarily a carbon copy of Naruto, but they've followed, he's been following this similar sort of story beats. No, not that one. Yeah, they'll definitely, he'll be way more mature than Naruto. Oh, and Boruto, sorry. Wait for him to chakra dash in. There we go. Oh, come on. Keep getting the range roll. Nope. Oh, come on. I need to bloody get this thing off because there we go. Oh, goodness lordy. Ouch, roasted. Oh, now we've got Naruto Rasengan versus himself. Oh, I should probably, actually no, I should probably give him different costumes, shouldn't I? I'll do kimono. Because the thing with the karma too is it depends. It's gonna all depend on how they implement it. Because there's like, I suppose there's, you know, like there's certain moves that in the anime got like in the anime will like just be OP as all hell. Is that in what's that 1,000 Winds in? Is that in Shinobi Striker or is that in what game is that one? Or is that in this, in a DLC? There it is. Okay. Now we've got second Tsuchikage. And who was it there? Second Tsuchikage and Hanabi again. Gracious. Our street is, oh, I swear to God, it's like you'd only come to our street if you lived here. That's been so busy today for some godforsaken reason. I was just playing a second Tsuchikage. Really, that one there. Oh yeah, no, I'm Elite Gamer. I'm curious on your like how you got those 1,000 wins online with Kamaboruto. What game was that on? Oh, it is right. Okay. So is that like is the Karma version of them like a DLC or a like an unlockable one? I think the DLC will, because it will depend on in my whatchamacallit. Hold up, I can do some calculations. What are you buying in US currency? So I'll do some calculations. Okay, 1 second. 1 second, indeed. Okay, so we got Storm for DLC. Steam DLC page. Okay. Oh, so there's lots. So there's the Road to Boruto, which is $11.99 in New Zealand, which would be about. So basically you half it. So probably like $7 US for the Boruto one. Gaara's Tale, which is $6 New Zealand, which would be about $4 America. The Sound 4 Extra Pack is $4.19, which will be about $2 US. The Road to Boruto, the Momoshiki and Kinshiki is $4.19, so that's $2. So basically for the character packs, Gaara's Tale Extra Scenario Pack and the Road to Boruto DLC, you're probably looking at about like at the absolute max, like 15 to 20 bucks US. And that's with the sales on at the moment, because they're all 50% off on the sales. If you pre-order the game, all that means is that you're essentially, it's kind of like the store, kind of like the shop that you pre-order from, whether it's online or not, kind of like has a, well actually no, yeah. I think it works slightly differently if you're buying digitally or physical copy. We'll assume digitally, but it kind of basically means that you can pre-download it, but you won't actually be able to play it until it's actually gonna come out. So like, yeah. So like, let's say Storm Connections gets ready for pre-order, and I'm gonna pre-order it on Steam. I would pay the money then. They'll give like pre-order bonuses, and you know, you might get some extra costumes or characters or whatever. But then what that would mean then is let's say the release date was 1st of March. Then I'll pre-order it, I'll pay for it, I can download it. I'll download it probably like, I'll be able to download it probably like a week beforehand. But then I would only actually be able to play it on the 1st of March when it actually gets released. So it doesn't, just because you pre-order, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can actually play it before anyone else. Yeah, if that kind of makes sense. Yeah. If you're talking about pre-ordering when it comes to like physical copies, what that means is that the store basically has a special copy just for you, so there's no danger of you going into the store on release day and them all being sold out. Yeah. Yeah. Well, probably if the only way for you to be the first person in the world to play it would be you fly over here to New Zealand and you buy a copy in New Zealand, because technically we're the first country to tick over to the day, so that's probably the only way, I guess, if you wanted to be first. Oh my god, why does my controller go so slow in the menus? There we are. Yeah, so there's no way to essentially get the game early unless the developers gave you a special copy and said go for it. You know, there's no way, like pre-ordering or buying special deluxe copies won't let you play it earlier than intended, essentially, unless you purchase the game in a time zone, the first time zone to see a particular date, e.g. New Zealand. So yeah. So it's always like it's always the hope that well, not the hope, it's always the danger, especially like with like films and even games, I suppose, to some extent, is, you know, so the people in Australia and New Zealand will technically play it first ish, but so, you know, be aware of spoilers online. Well, I guess the oh my goodness. There we go. Sorry, no, I want one that was a dumb move. Yeah, no, oh my god. My partner here, he had a mate that, actually no, a lot. I had a mate, it was me. You know, like you kind of like, you have your thing, like your, you know, whether it's Naruto or like for me it'd be like Final Fantasy or just like, you know, just that one thing that's like, it's your thing. Like, it's kind of like, you know, in your friend group, oh, you know, who's a big fan of that thing? Oh, you muppet. Oh, you muppet. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's fine. Also distracted. Anyway, I'm not going to blame on distraction. You know, I had a mate. And so, like, you know when you have your thing, and like, it's your thing. It's not no one else's thing, it's your thing. But like, and when the thing's a game, essentially, and you're broke, and you got no money to buy the game straight up. Let's say, hypothetically, I can't even remember what game it was for. Hypothetically, imagine it was for Final Fantasy 16. So Final Fantasy 16, I am so excited for it. Like, my god, I've been waiting years and years and years, and I'm going to be getting it day one and all that sort of shablaz. Anyway, so imagine, so you're like, you'd like venting, you know, like, you're so excited, you're talking about it to all your mates, you're like, oh my god, Final Fantasy 16 is going to be the best thing ever in the history of ever, oh my goodness, and your friend's like, oh, okay. So then imagine that, for whatever circumstances it is, you can't get Final Fantasy 16 day one, you're going to have to wait a couple of days. So, you know, so you're like, okay, you resign yourself to the fact that, okay, I'm going to have to wait a couple of days before I can get it, no big drama. And then, so it gets close to, you know, close to release date, you're like, oh, beans, I wish I could play this first, but hey, it's alright, I'm going to get it in a couple of days, not a problem. And then, your friend on the release day says, oh hey, I got Final Fantasy 16. Oh my god, I bought it like day one. I'm playing it at the moment. Oh my god, it's so good. And you'd be sitting there seething, like, and imagine that this friend, up until this point, had absolutely no interest in Final Fantasy to this day. Like, imagine they had absolutely no interest on Final Fantasy. Yeah, I've never played any of the other games. Like, you know, yeah. But then your friend now has bought the game before you have, the game that you were waiting your whole life for. And they're playing it and telling you how amazing it is, and if only you could play it right now because you're missing out so much on it. Like, you would be fuming. But the other thing too, in a weird way, is because at the end of the day, like, just because it's your thing, it doesn't necessarily mean that others shouldn't be playing it because it's your thing. Like, that's a completely objective, external observer. It's a petty thing to get mad about, but in that moment, like, just the history of it, you would be absolutely raging. You'd be like, no, you've got to wait until I've played it first. Like, so like, I could understand at some kind of like primal level, I can understand the fury of, like, not being able to play a game straight away when you want to. Like, it's like, yeah, I had it, like, it happened to me, not recently, but I can't remember. I just remember just feeling so, like, because back then I had, like, bugger all my money just went to even just surviving, like, you know, broke uni student, and you're just like, you just sit there like, talk to me about it. And look, years later, it's absolutely made no difference. We're still mates, obviously, you know, actually nothing happens in the long run, but it's just like oh my goodness, it's just, yeah. I just brought up that memory. I personally like, personally like prefer the Hyuga. Yeah. But if I think about the Uzumaki as obviously not just Naruto and Kushina, then yeah, I like the Uzumaki to also some extent as well. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if that works because I don't think I've got any of the little, like, the exclamation mark command thingies working. In fact, I don't even know how to actually get them set up yet, which I'm still looking at, and I don't know if I can do it now, whether I need, like, or that's something only affiliates can do. But if you're looking for the Discord, it's in the it's on my profile. The link to it's on my profile if you need. Yeah. I should actually probably set up those little exclamation-y thingamabobs. There's so much stuff on here that I've, like, got absolutely no idea how to do yet. I should probably find out before I go much further, yeah. Yeah, and the whole, like, the thing that Kishimoto completely forgot that he wrote the Hyugas could do, which is insta-kill. They can insta-kill people with just one palm stroke. It's just like, damn. before. Well, because when you think about it, because the Sharingan technically has that ability as well, but yet the Uchiha can still be hit, or like they can still get hurt, like. Because, I mean, like, I suppose, you know, in the fight with Haku right at the start when Sasuke first gets his, you know, it's I think they pay a little bit more attention to that ability. But, like, at the end of the day, if they can see, even if you can see the moves, like, it's only, I suppose you have to focus on it. Like, it's not, I don't know, it's weird. Like you'll only be able to see what the person is doing, rather than, like, something that would be coming from behind you, like what the Hyuga can see, to a point, as long as it's not in the blind spot. Yeah, in fact, actually, the more I think about it, like, and I suppose it's just the nature of the beast in a lot of cases, but it's, you know, there's a lot of stuff that characters can do that they can do very well in certain fights when it's convenient for the plot that they need to be able to do this thing very well, and then every other time it's almost as if that particular ability never existed. Because, like, I keep bringing up the insta-death thing from the Hyuga. The Hyugas can instantly kill people, which is literally one palm strike, you can kill someone. Like, why is that not ever used again? You know? Is it like a valve piece? Is it like only used if your life is in danger? But like, no, like, you know, Hiyashi uses it when Hinata's getting kidnapped. It's like, yeah, but then it's just conveniently forgotten from that point on. Lovely. Danzo and Danzo, it's just one. Oh no, they wouldn't use it on Boruto. But I'm just like, the fact that they can't even use it at all is like, is worthy of note. There we go. Lovely. And I will, after this fight, I'll just update the list. No, I'll just wait till, so I've got about 5 more mins anyway, so I'll update the list then, but we'll be down in the 50s by the time we're done today, which is lovely. Wait, I'm playing as Toby. Oh my goodness. When the camera like has the other person as you know in the forefront, I always completely forget who I'm playing as. I like have just these big like huge memory gaps. I don't think it's necessarily like he's surviving it. You don't survive the Byakugan as such. You just survive the gentle moves from the gentle fist, I guess. It's all depending on the person with the Byakugan. whether you're able to survive. They could be rubbish. Could be rubbish with it, in which case then you've got no hope. Oh no, sorry. Rubbish with it, in which case you have a hope. Or they could be fabulous, like Neji, in which case you got none. But even though I still think that Neji should have totally won that fight in the tuning exams. Hashtag Neji was robbed. I suppose it's like it's well, A, because they don't necessarily do fists, it's like an open palm, so you could say that's a bit more gentle than a fist, I guess. But then I suppose it's like, because there's a lot of stuff in like kung fu and karate that, or in martial arts just in general, that they have like gentle and calm and peaceful, and they've got all these words for it, for particular moves. It's just a thing, I guess. It's just I think it's just like that's how they used to describe some stuff in real life martial arts. Just call a gentle fist, something like that ish, I guess. I'm sure someone explains it. I'm sure there's like some line somewhere that I've just completely forgotten that like explains why it is. How I didn't dodge that? I don't know. You probably could. Like it, you know, if you can see the chakra points, you know, then I don't see. You just learn how to do the gentle fist. Because all you're doing is it's just a you just need to learn how to use his chakra to block off the chakra points of the opponent, which yeah. I guess technically anyone could, it's just that they can't see the chakra points. So like I'm sure Sasuke could learn, or Lee, or someone could learn the gentle fist. But if you can't see the chakra points, then you're just blindly just going blah, blah, you know. Can you just like go in a line that's on a trajectory to where they are? That's all I'm asking you. Yeah, I knew that would be it. I always find it just so odd. I just cannot see the pairing of Ino and Sai. I just like, I've got no like Naruto and Hinata you can perfectly understand. Lee and Tenten, yeah, I can understand that. Sai and Ino. Not so much. Not so much. My Sasuke's even married, or like married? He's married, isn't he? That confounds me and disturbs me. Well, it doesn't disturb me. Confounds me to no end. Because he does not like it's kind of like it kind of felt like, well, he had to be married to someone and we can't think of anyone else for Sakura to get with, so she might as well marry Sasuke. I'm like, A, she doesn't deserve Sasuke. B, Sasuke is not at all the type to marry. Like, it's just weird. Like, not at any point in his entire history of Naruto has he given any kind of like, oh, I might be interested in someone. But then again, and I suppose I levy that with that same criticism to Sai, but I can kind of see that's the whole point of his arc, was that he would eventually. But that's just my opinion anyway. That's my opinion. Fabulous. Okay, so I'm just gonna update the list because we're actually now down to 57. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Beautiful, gorgeous, amazing. Naruto, I guess, well, I suppose Naruto does, basically the whole Naruto Hinata thing I just see as like a what's the word, the story of, if you have your school crush, if you just believe hard enough and wait long enough, you'll eventually marry them and have kids. That's the whole like moral of the Hinata Naruto love triangle. Well, not love triangle, but the love story, is that if you just hashtag be yourself, hashtag be willing to sacrifice yourself when the other person's about to get killed by pain, like that's all that is. That's all the moral of that story. And Zen. Anyway. That is ooh. Oh, I've got the bloody windows open, that's why. Got the mosquitoes all coming in now. That will be me for this evening. I've hit my self-imposed limit for today. E.g., I've got work tomorrow and I've got to go sleep. Got to get ready for work. But no, so I will leave it there for today. Tomorrow a normal day? Tomorrow's a normal day. Yeah, tomorrow will be a normal day, Saturday should be a normal day, Sunday morning will be day 50 of this. Very excited. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous morning, afternoon or night, wherever you is in the world today. Thank you so much. Love the chats as always. Always happy to see people come back, people hang around. It means the absolute world. But no, have a lovely one and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.